I know. What the heck are you doing, Stabby? Streaming again. But I have a little bit of energy, probably drank too much coffee. And I wanted to show you guys how to build on the PTS. So let me just open up my chat bot. And there's a couple of steps to it, so it's important for you to know. Allow me to... Alright, so the first things first, let me show you what you need to do in order to get building on the PTS. Now, give me a second. Alright, live, here we go. Let me show it to you on the giveaway, okay. In case you guys want to enter again. You gotta get out, bud. She's going nuts. Your sister's an idiot. Out, out, out. Alright. So, this is what you need to do. Starting here. Try to be helpful here and actually like show you how to do stuff. Not always what I do. This is your Elder Scrolls folder. See where it says live and then PTS? If you're planning on using EHT, what I would suggest is go into live add-ons. If you already have EHT installed, just hit copy, then go into your PTS folder, which is right here under live. And you'll see, I already have it because I already installed it, but you would right click and paste, and it will paste EHT in there for you. Good morning. So that's how you use EHT on the PTS server. Make sure that you actually have it enabled. I did not. Housing Hub, lib add-on menu. I don't have that enabled. I don't even have lib add-on menu. Jeez. I'll copy it over. So you may have to do some library fixing if you're gonna do this, but I think it's worth it. Lib add-on menu 2.0, copy, and then we're gonna put it in PTS. A lot of people ask me about this, so paste. There we go. Now let's reload UI and see if that fixes it. We're on the PTS. And I'm going to show you how to build on PTS. What am I doing? Pulling the wrong thing up. Here I am. Nope. There I am. Alright. So errors, ignore them. There's going to be errors. It's the PTS. Do add-ons. They're all enabled. Perfect. So you should have EHT enabled. Now, what you do is you pick your house. Right now we have the EU server on here. Every so often, they'll wipe everything and put a new, they'll do like NA for a couple of months, and then they'll do EU for a couple months. Right now it's EU. So if you don't own a lot, you're like me, what you can do is go to a house, any house you want. Let me show you how to do it. Go here. Pick a house. Now, not all of them are available. For example, Forge Master Falls isn't available, but the standards should all be there, and right now Agony's Ascent is also there. So you should be able to grab those. Now what you would do is you do the F5 options. We're going to do furnished, because why not? And see how this says 1 crown? For me, confirm. You're on the PTS. It doesn't actually cost crowns. It's fake crowns. They take fake crowns from you. You're not spending your actual crowns. That freaked me out the first time, but there you go. and now you own it on the PTS. Now what I would suggest you do is test things. Try out your ideas here and then save them, and if you want to use them on your main character on live, you can. So let me show you how to buy stuff. I only own a couple of things. I don't own much on this account, but we go into Crown Purchase, right? Well, there's two ways to do this. One, there are featured items that you can buy. For example, you buy all these people, Jorn, Biro, Dark, Heldora. We can get the Armory Station, we can get Clockwork stuff, Ethereal Well, a music box, you know, whatever you want. You can just buy this stuff without you spending a fake crown. So it lets you try them out. So that's one way to go about doing it. The second way to go about doing it is something you could do on live too if you didn't know. Go into build and then you go into R, and it lets you buy. If you hit purchase, you can go through all of the things, the individual items that you can buy on this server. Now I'm looking for structural items, so what we could buy is, I'm trying to do some kind of diorama. So if we just buy, you know, this is one crown place. There we go. That's how you get your items on PTS. There's no reason to do anything but that if you're trying out PTS, right? You can buy as many as you need. Now, not everything, unfortunately, is here. Only some things. That's because they're only testing some things. So you can't do maybe everything you want to do, which is unfortunate. But it definitely gives you an opportunity to try different stuff out. No, I don't think I'm going to be... See, I just learned something. I don't think I'm going to be able to build the stuff that I had hoped to build. I don't know that I have the the talent to create like a skyline or something. But taking a look at what you've got, there's a lot of stuff here. Buildings. Yeah. So, okay, you're good. I'm streaming. So it's fine. You can be on.
Don't worry about the alarms. The paddle can stay in. It'll go off in 2 hours.
Okay. Good afternoon. I know. Who am I and what did you do with Stabby? Well, if you're trying to do something silly like me and actually build we're on the PTS. I'm trying to show people how to do, how do you do building on the PTS, right? So we'll take all that stuff there. Okay. Now, if I wanted to select all, this is EHT again. Select all. I had a little energy out thumbs. It's been a long time. So I figured if I have the energy, I should. Jemima! Last time, you know, when I first started talking to Jemima was when we were on PTS together, interestingly. So that works out. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. So let's I made a mistake because I realized that I don't want everything selected. I want to deselect everything, okay? What I wanted to show you, why are you like this? I must not have anything, yeah, I don't have one set. So you may have to reset your keybinds. So controls, and what we want to do. Aw, you're awesome. Okay, here we go, EHT. Now keep in mind, EHT has multiple entries in this keybind list. you'll think you hit the only one you didn't. I've had this problem before. So you have the housing hub, you've got EHT, hide all, show all, and then we want the build. Housing HUD, okay. This is quick actions in EHT. We want housing tools editing. I want to deselect all items. For me is that key. All right, now all of my items should be deselected. Boom. All right, perfect. So what I wanted to show you was this. Structures. Pretend we are making a diorama at the moment. This, of course, is not a good diorama, and I'm hoping it will get better. It's just an example at this point. All right, pretend this is a diorama. And pretend that you are happy with it. So what you would do is you go into EHT, and depending on how you have your selections set up, oh, I forgot to I forgot to set a link to select. All right, controls. Select, deselect, not G. I use this button. Okay. So select, 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 select. We've got 4 items. What you're gonna do is hit copy paste. Make sure you clear anything you have in here. You're going to copy save selection. Wait a minute. Yeah, copy save selection. I don't know why it's doing that. I guess you gotta save it. Copy selection, not save selection, derp. Copy selection, yes, confirm. You don't wanna do cut because you don't necessarily wanna remove them. Then you go to, if you wanna do it this way, you go to export. This is going to be, you just Control C the whole thing and then Control V to paste it. This tells you what items you need. And then when you go over to live, all you do is post that into import. And your entire build will appear. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So let's just even try it in a different house here. So it can be really liberating to build on PTS because you can buy everything you want for real cheap. You can buy the houses generally that you want for pretty cheap. And you can try different builds out, and then you might realize, wow, this build sucks. I really shouldn't do this. It's not gonna work, right? And if that's the case, then you just scrap the idea and start over. Or not, whatever. It's true, you really do save out a lot of money. So what we're gonna do, since that's all in my inventory, is we're gonna do EHT again, go into copy paste, and we're going to do paste from inventory, current location. And what you're seeing, although it's hard to see because I am actually stuck inside of it, as is the way that these things work. Hold on, I'm stuck in a tower. There we go, okay. It's exactly the same. See, C code's exactly right. That's one of the cool things that you can do. I just wanted to show you guys that you can make an entire build on PTS without spending a cent, and then decide whether or not you like it, and then paste it into your homes that you like. Let's do turn. Nope, not that way. Not that way. That way. All right, and now we're gonna go forward. There. Up. And now you have a little bit of a fake skyline. Learning experience, because I don't think that that looks very good. But one of the things that you can do is not only just try things out, but you can also try things that you've never, like, that might not be cool on live. Some people are afraid to try things that might not be okay on live. I mean, that's the point of PTS. You're supposed to be trying to find mistakes or whatever. Let's say you could build out here or something and that was a bug. You know, you found a bug. Just a thought. Hi, Unc Tom. Nice to see you. So that's how you do it. Let's just real quick go to a house. Which one should we get? Now, I've been playing around with this idea and I was thinking, since I'm going to be on here anyway, why don't I try out my idea? But even just doing what I just did has made me think that it's not going to be a possible build. All right. Let me show you. Because things are not this shape in real life. This is of course, well, maybe you don't know, but this is the New York City skyline. While that could be an elsewhere pinnacle right there, if you get the lights right on it and then move it back, it could be a good New York City skyline. So let's try that, right? We'll go into we'll buy something and we want elsewhere stuff. So elsewhere, where's the pointy bit? I know there's a, there, no, not what I had in mind, but that'll work. So we have that. And then we'll get some lighting. I think I want the lanterns with the long lines down the side. These guys. These particular ones. Let's buy 10 of them. And we're gonna place them. So remember, this is a diorama. So dioramas don't have to look exactly right, because they're going to be kind of far away. So if you get the lighting right, I should just make a line with EHT and stick them up there, but I'm not really building this right now, so I'm not going to, but. The whole point of this is just to show you that you could build on PTS like this. It wasn't going to be a huge stream, but I was going to do it myself anyway, so I figured, why not? Why not? And then we need a thicker one. What's a thicker lamp? Oh, that might work. Weirdly, but it might work. No. Maybe later, but not like that. See, can you imagine spending whatever the crowns are on that to make that, to buy that and test it, and then finding out it doesn't work? That just isn't financially an intelligent thing to do, which is why a lot of people come over here and test things out, especially people who do cobbling, because cobbles require a ton of experimenting because you've got to like flip things over and see, what does the bottom of this look like? What can I use this to be? Is this like a handle to a door? Like, what can I use for that, right? Maybe I want to use it on here, right? But I think it'll be too small. I need something nice and long with lots of lights on it, but I don't think I'll get it. But we'll just stick this up here for now. Doop. And then try to find a long light. If one such exists, I have an idea that I could try to use. Enchanted lights? Well, other than that one. Candles, shandies. Light posts. What's that? Oh, not used to that one. Sconces. Alright, so what we're gonna have to use, if this doesn't work, we have one other option. But I think this will work, come to think of it. In fact, it looks exactly like what I'm trying to replicate. Oh yeah, that's cool. One. Let's buy a few more. Whoops. We're gonna buy 3 more. And then we're gonna move this out and test it. I don't think that part's gonna look good, but whatever. All right. Then you select with radius. We're gonna do select it to radius. Hey, Pommy. And select, and then we're gonna select these items. Copy. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is move them. I'm okay. I did a normal stream earlier. What I'm doing right now is I was trying to show people, since I wanted to do some building on PTS, I wanted to show people how to get listen to me, EHT installed on their PTS, and then, like, you know, each additional thing. So let's, like, how to build over here and copy paste, you know, the whole bit. So let's do change these items, bring to me. It's literally gonna bring to me. I'm gonna be inside of it, which sucks. But that's just the way it goes with EHT, unfortunately. That's probably not the right size or shape. So let's do, I'm gonna fix this. Which is this at? Individual, group. Okay, we're gonna do group. We're gonna do, you're gonna go that way. And then we're gonna do, whoops. And then forward, 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 forward. And that's step 1, right? That's the top of the Empire State. This may not end up looking anything like what I want it to look like. But the point being, it's worth it to try. Even if you're not able to do it, it can be worthwhile to try. What I'm surprised about is that they don't have those big, fat, elsewhere platforms. You know the ones I'm talking about? The big, thick ones? I thought for sure they'd have those. It's gonna make this very difficult. Whatever. We'll use this for right now. And then that actually kind of does look like a building, doesn't it? Okay. We're gonna deselect everything. We're gonna select this. And then we're gonna move this forward. Blarg. Now, the smart way to do this, don't build it like I'm building it here. The smart way to do this is to build it all right in front of your face. And then you move it entirely over. You do it all at once. You don't do this madness that I'm doing. The only reason why I'm doing it this way is because I wanted to show you, you know, the tools. But don't do it this way. That's silly. All right, up, up. There we go. That could be the building's portion, and then it's got a black building next to it. But it's like, you know, this may not work. I may end up building this whole thing and look at it and go, oh my God, that does not work. And it could be true. I'm looking for a dark building. It's so weird they don't have those platforms. The one platform I want. Sucks. The other thing that sucks is you can't even test these things out. Like, what did the bottom look like there? Who the hell knows, right? And then we can have a New York City bridge right here, which would have to be a suspension bridge, so I would have to figure out a way to do a suspension bridge with, probably with tents, right? Sideways tents? You'd have to buy a tent and then put lights on it, right? And you could try a tent out and go, oh wow, that looks like shit. That's not gonna work. Right? Doesn't matter. It's free! And all is well. Oh, it isn't? Great. Good to know. Could also do it with archways. Archways might work better than tents. Why don't they give this to us on a live? It's a nice tent. And then the real trick to this is going to be the lighting structure. What would probably work best with this is the Argonian string of lights. I don't know if that exists on here. This time. Elsewhere canopy peaked. This could also be a way to light up portions of the bit. Yeah, I was. The platforms. Yeah, that doesn't quite work, but you get the general idea. I'm just trying to show a demonstration of how to do all of this. I'm not necessarily succeeding at it. That's cool. Oh my God, it's enormous. Probably too big for anything I'm going to use them for, but there's also no Argonian string lights on here. Ugh. Ah, here we go. Lanterns. Place. Now, of course, the most important thing with bridges, suspension bridges anyway, are the lights along going up and down. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see it at night. So, This looks like shit. I'm well aware. So don't think that I think that this looks good. Only thing I'm trying to do is prove to you that how to do this. That's all. Nothing more. Now, if I were doing this legit, what I might do is actually put other lights within these lights because they're not bright enough. So, yeah, EHT string lights might. So, like, say, for example, I can't see where I'm at with this, but they're not bright enough. So I would have to hide like Varla or Kalanda or something in there. By the way, you can also install magic carpet in here. It doesn't just have to be this. Okay, so let's pretend this is the bridge. This is the bridge, this is the steeple. Remove all the stuff and add all the people. Sorry, being a dope. Okay, and then the problem is that I'm not being careful with this because it's such an experiment that I'm not like busting my ass to make it look good, and then so things aren't lined up right and blah blah blah. I apologize, just so you know. And then we've got Varla stones and Kalanda. Ooh, you don't get Kalanda. Alright, let's see what enchanted lights we do have. That should work. And then what I would probably do is hide these in here, which would make everything brighter. And as you push it like way back there, it would look good, I think, if you got enough of those. It might look like an actual bridge, you know? Like I said, I'm just fucking around with this to show it to you. I'm not actually literally doing this. All right, so let's go up and forward. So, beginnings of a bridge. Doesn't look great. It's not exact, but it's got some potential. You know? So that's how you do it. And then you would hide other buildings behind here to make it look like there's other buildings here. You would have like all sorts of stuff you could put in there. And then what might be fun would be getting the steam and hiding the steam like in places so that it looks a little bit more real. That'll be cool. Hey, Skittlefoot. Skittlebutt. Let me change my thinger. I want to suck your tater. What? I'm okay. I'm just playing around on PTS to show people that you can play around on PTS. Initially, this is really what I wanted to do in terms of a diorama on PTS. So let's try this, shall we? But, it's gonna be hard to select everything, so let's just do everything. Just do. Deselect the things we don't need. Okay, we're gonna do copy, paste, cut. Yeah, so did I for a long time because I didn't have the space for it, so I didn't bother with it. But this is free attempts at building, and I know some people who build enormous full builds on here, like, you know, just gorgeous, insanely good stuff. And then, you know, I know there's one house that was built on the other side of Hall Lunar Champion where you're not supposed to actually even be able to do it. Somebody figured out how to build over there. Hey, Frianka. So, I don't know how they managed it, but it was amazing. It looked incredible. Alright. So those are my buildings way out there. Those are first set of buildings. And then we're gonna do, this will be it after this. I just wanted to show this to people, that's all. Paste from inventory, current location. Why is potato not working? It should be. That's not good. Oh, because you're already entered. That's why it didn't work. All right. All right. Oops. Whoopsie doodle. Working too big, I lost stuff. It is simply not interested in turning around. I don't know why, but it isn't. I must be doing something wrong, as usual. Let's just bring it back. I always prefer to work with, without the arrow keys. I like to work just by moving the items as a group, but you can't always do that. Like, once you're out of the zone of, okay, group items, like where you can select anything, you're pretty much done. You can't do anything more like that. Did that work? Maybe? No, that is backwards. Whatever. Point being, you get the idea. This is how you build on PTS. Try different things. Do weird stuff. See if it works for you. be aware that some of this stuff just won't work right. The first, second, or third time you try it, sometimes it never will. Alright, good enough. I just wanted to show you possibilities. Don't worry, you'll never have to fear competing with me for a diorama. I don't have the capacity. Alright, I'm gonna pick the winner real quick. There you go, all thumbs. Trick time. I sends you money as soon as I get on live. So I'm glad you all got to see this. And I will chat with you all later. I'm gonna make this into a little mini video showing how to people to build on PTS. So see you later.